It is the 16th of August 2014 and this is the 19th development vlog for Glo Breaker version 2. What we've been working on today is implementing all the different paddles, or at least creating the physics bodies and coding it so they can be used and making sure they all work. To put it into perspective, the original Glo Breaker, what's already out there, you can check it out, there's a link in the description, has 3 paddles. It's just an orange paddle. They're small, medium and large, and you start off with medium and they can change size depending on what sort of power up you get. To put it in comparison, we have now 48 paddles, and let's just break that down and explain what we mean by 48 paddles. We have 4 paddle types, and within each one of those paddle types we have 3 sizes, aka we have small, medium and large, so that is 12 paddles, and we also have 4 colours for each one of those paddles, so that's 48. So let's just show you some of it right here. Been doing a lot of work for this update, and if you have a look here, we got paddle 1, we got paddle 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you got, this is the first paddle, we got green, orange, red and white. And let's show you paddle 2. We'll be running it as well in a second so you can see them in action. So each one of them is going to have a unique gameplay element to it. Obviously there's going to be this one. This will play differently compared to this one. This is probably one of my favourites so far because I've only just implemented it today, but I like this, especially when there's quite a few balls bouncing around. What tends to happen is a few start bouncing around here, and if it comes at an angle sort of like this, you'll go from there to there, then sort of go into a U-turn motion, which is pretty cool. Paddle 4, let's show you, I'll show you the white one. Paddle 4 literally is just a line. It's sort of blue, but there's a bit of a glow to it. Here's the green one. The green one is just literally a straight line. So we wanted something sort of similar to what we had before. The one that we had before, or this is probably what we essentially had before, because I can actually show you, because we still have it in here. Here it is. This is what we had before, and you can imagine it if you were to just take this bottom part off right here. That's essentially what paddle 2 is. We thought the bottom part really isn't used because the ball doesn't bounce on the bottom and at the side, because if it goes below it, you lose life. So we just took it off, and this is what paddle, or the original paddle, is now. And we're still trying to think. We're still thinking about how we should incorporate the paddles into it. What we're thinking of is 2 paddles will be unlocked by default, and maybe an in-app purchase to unlock the other 2, or maybe if you complete the game, or maybe both. So you can unlock them early, or you can unlock them when you've completed it. If you have any recommendations on how you would like to see it, just comment below or message us on YouTube, and yeah. Okay, so let's just actually show you it working. Play number 1, and we have this paddle, the white one. Yeah, as you can see, it does look white when it's on the screen. Is working a-okay. And what we did was, let's just show you what we changed for the code for the paddle. We changed it slightly, so the percentile, %s, and instead of putting each individual file path, you just specify what type of paddle is it. Is it the first, second, third, or fourth? And then you specify what sort of color it is. Is it green? Is it red? Is it orange? Is it white? And then here is also, this is just the paddle type, aka the size. So if we go to our paddle.cpp, we coded this dynamically, so we didn't have to do much modification on this at all. This entire implementation did take hours, and the reason it took hours wasn't from a coding perspective. It was because we had all the PSDs, we had to resize them because they were made really big. We had to resize them down, and we had to export them to PNGs, and I originally did that for iPad HD first, aka iPad Retina. I wanted to just make sure that was working before I exported them or resized them for the lower resolution, and then found out, oh, the size isn't quite right, or they're not working. Then I also had to create the JSON files, so I created one JSON file with 12, I believe it's 12, let's think about it, there's, yeah, 12 new paddle types in there, because there's 4 paddles with 3 sizes. You don't actually know what's great about the physics editor that we use and we talked about in our physics series, is that you don't actually need to create a new JSON or a physics body for the different resolutions, because it uses percentages, or it's relative instead of absolute sizing, which is fantastic. So let's just have a look here what we're doing. We've modified this so you pass in the paddle type, and we'll change a few values so you can see some of the other paddles in play. Paddle color, and then this just gets assigned to some local variables, and then here we have the large paddle file path, and they're using underscore string create with format, which is Cocos2d-x's string type. We pass in the paddle type, the paddle color, and paddle type and paddle color, because that's the way it's named, and then we get the C string from it, and we create our sprite. We do the same for the body as well, and we do the same when we're resizing it. So let's just actually change paddle types. If we go to game scene here, and here we have the paddle. At the moment we just got paddle 3 and the white one. Obviously you'll be able to select your paddle, so this number won't just be hard coded in, but for now this is for testing purposes. Same with the color, I'm going to put on paddle 2, and I'm going to change it to the orange one. Well, actually what we got green, we got red. Oh yeah, I'm going to try orange. And now let's just run this on the simulator. Okay, let's click play again. Okay, world 1, click level 1, and now we have our orange paddle. You might see that the balls are going through the paddle slightly. It's just because it's on simulator. We found on a real device it looks pretty darn cool. So yeah, as you can see, the balls are sort of going through the edges as well, but again, that's just to do with the simulator and its slow frame rate. Let's just show you another one. Let's show you number 4, and we'll show you red this time. This is the straight line paddle. Look at the straight line paddle, and it is bouncing up and down. There we go. It's a little awkward to try and get them to bounce around, and hopefully they collide with each other. And finally, let's just show you paddle 1 as well in action. So paddle 1, and you've seen the white one, you've seen the orange one, red, and let's show you green now. Click play again, click the number 1, and this is the first paddle type. If we can get this one to, yeah, that's moving around now. So yeah, we've got loads of different paddles, so we can have, so the player can have a different gameplay experience. If they wanted, they can change the paddles. They could play using one paddle, they could play the game again using a different paddle and see how they feel. That is it for this development vlog. If you have any questions, feel free to message us at support@sonarsystems.co.uk. The email will be in the description. You can comment on this video, just directly message us via YouTube. And as usual, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.